So for Extrabyte, which is on my blog, I talk about music and different things that I am interested in. And I was like, what is Jennifer Lynn doing these days? Because I know you're always doing something. And I went on your website and I saw this song. And well, I listened to the song "Carry Me," and I was like, "When was this put out? Why did I not hear this? And where was I?" And then all of these workers are in like visuals, and I'm like, "So you have to tell me how your song, because it's an original song, but then it was kind of adopted by the Dutch. Is it like the Dutch
The Dutch Red Cross,
Red Cross?
and then the International Red Cross ended up using it as well for their. Well, okay, let me backtrack a little bit. So I was working on an album with a producer in the Netherlands, and yeah, gonna chime in. Uh, we had more or less finished the album, and I always had that song. I always had "Carry Me" as a melody. It was a song that I wrote just kind of out of nowhere. When my mom was ill, and shortly before she passed, so she did get to hear it, and I remembered her commenting, "That's really beautiful. It's a unique melody. What is it?" I thought, I don't know. It's just something I made up. But her piano was always a bit of a muse for me, so a lot of creativity came from that, and because of that, it was a bit bittersweet. I kind of filed it away and never really did anything with it because it was very personal for that.
Yeah.
And so when my producer in the Netherlands approached me and said, the Dutch Red Cross is looking for a power anthem, a ballad of some sort. And I thought, I have a really, really special song, but it's really, it's really close to my heart. And I know she was any opportunity she had to donate to support charities, she always was. So that the parallels with knowing the origin of the song, but knowing the cause that I could be contributing to, it was a bit serendipitous. So, okay, maybe it's time to Dutch this one. Yes, I know. It's time to dust this one off.
Yeah.
So we did, and my brother, who's a brilliant writer, we sat down together and I played it over and over again on our mom's piano, and he started writing lyrics. And I would say probably within half an hour we had a song complete with lyrics to fit the message of the Red Cross. But for the most part, it was an act of love from my brother and I, in a way to honor our mom, but also we wanted to make sure we honored and represented the volunteers that were so selflessly giving their time and in many cases risking their lives to help people. And I got to experience some of the stories firsthand when I opened the International Federation for Red Cross and Red Crescent Geneva conference in Switzerland. And that was 2,000 consulates from all over the world. And hearing some of the stories from the volunteers and heroic acts that I'm going to cry if I talk about one of them in particular, because just knowing these people also had families and they were willing to put their lives on hold and go in and help perfect strangers. Knowing that this song had a place to honor them, it went all the way back to that feeling again of being able to honor my mom. So it was very a life-changing experience, I guess you could say, to have that moment and to have a song that represents people that are doing such good in the world.
Yeah.
So
Well, when I heard it, and I didn't know all of that, but when I heard it, it just reminded me because my mom's a nurse, and And
Oh,
I was thinking about all of these people who are putting themselves at risk right now. Like it's just it hit me
right.
when like because I was like, wait, when was this written? Like, and obviously it was for a different time, but it is so like it hit me like it was written for today. So
It's relevant always. It's relevant for anyone that's risking their lives.
yeah.
And to, yeah, that's the fact that it can be and that it's timeless. I'm hoping that it continues to reach people and express some sort of gratitude, whether it's through visual or the music or the lyrics. It's I've gotten messages from people around the world saying that it touched them in some way, and that's the whole point. It's a
Right?
tribute.
Exactly. Well, so I am going to link to the song, obviously, on my website. But you have done so much. Like you were on The Voice in Holland and like did all of these amazing things, like singing for like princes and kings in all of these different countries. And I'm like, what? This was the girl who I met way back when she came into the room and was like, "Can I use your piano?" And I was like, who is this girl? So how do you feel like what's your next move, with your music? Because you've been on huge, huge stages. And so you kind of like been there, done that. So what's the next thing for you?
Well, I feel like over a decade, I packed a lifetime worth of musical experiences into it.
Hmm.
For me, I've always wanted to travel and somehow make a difference with my music.
Hmm.
And I feel like I've been able to really check that box off, both of those.
Hmm.
Um, by no means does it mean I'm done with music.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I have a moment to stop and breathe and be a mama. And
Me too.
that's, yeah, as you know, that's
Yeah.
very time consuming. Yeah, you didn't have to say hi if you're going to be here. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I continue doing live gigs, and every now and then I do something for the Red Cross, whether it is a fundraiser of some sort.
Hmm.
Um, right after my son was born, that was when they said, "Yeah, we're going to do a big thing for the king. Would you like to perform on live television?" So I can't really say I know what I'm going to do. It just sometimes
Yeah.
pops up out of nowhere, and I just have to always be ready for an opportunity.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, just leave myself open for that.
Well,
And
it sounds like you have, just a wide open spaces like that song. You're just like, it what'll be, and you're so calm for all that's happening in the world. I just hope that, I'm gonna put it on there, and I hope people listen to it because I know that for me it was like struck an immediate chord, and so I was like, Jennifer, where are you? Where are you in the world? You're
oh,
like
I'm glad you reached
Germany.
out.
I'm so happy that I got a chance to talk to you.
I am too. I'm glad this worked out, and I'm amazed
Yeah.
at the
I
little
know.
one
I'm
is
amazed
letting
that
me speak here.
technology like works out every, when it does.
You blowing kisses and waving. Well, we love that. You can say bye. Do you want to teach her a German word?
Oh yeah.
Cheers. Sounds like cheers, but it's more of
Oh,
cheese. Cheese.
cheese,
And it's
cheese,
like cheers, cheers,
cheese.
cheers. So cheers. She's waving. That'll
Ha-
do. We'll
have
get
a
there.
good day, you guys.
Me too. And
Bye.
keep me posted.
We'll do for
All right.
sure. Bye.
Sleep well. Ciao.